Hey everyone. Guys, are you able to hear me? Just give me 1 minute. Yeah. Are you guys able to chat? Okay, the chat isn't working. Let's wait for a while. I've asked the tech team to work on it. Meanwhile, welcome everyone to your first lecture on geometry. This is something that will be running parallelly, right? Apart from the algebra that we're doing in the evenings, this is something that will be running parallelly. It's your first lecture on geometry. My name is Amit Surana. I have over 6 years of experience teaching quantitative aptitude, and I have trained over 2 lakh students in doing so. Please don't forget to follow #CAT live daily the next time you're on Instagram. And please get yourselves added to these 2 Telegram groups. These groups will help you stay updated with everything that we have planned for your MBA prep. These are some of our toppers from CAT 2020. These were people who had taken the subscription. So if you're also expecting your picture here the next year, then all you have to do is pick up one of our value offerings. You can either take the plus or the iconic. For a lot of you who've been asking the difference between plus and iconic, in iconic you will get a personal mentor assigned to you who will help you every step of the way, be it with respect to the test prep, or with respect to admissions, or with respect to deciding which kind of test to give for what courses. All of those queries will be answered here by your mentor. Mentor will be there at every step of the way. The test analysis and reports will be personalized. That means you will come to know how your tests have gone, what you could have done better, or perfect analysis of everything that you need to know with respect to your tests. And the other management entrance test preparation will be a part of plus as well, but then under iconic you will get a personalized training for that as well, right? And you don't have to worry about what kind of test to apply or how to apply and all that, right? And every other benefit of plus will be included. That is unlimited classes. Yes, you would have the best trainers in the country. Yes, and you will also have a feature called Ask a Doubt, where you could simply just click a picture of your doubt, send it across, and then that will get answered, right? And if you take iconic, then you will be mentored by alumni of top B schools like IIM Bangalore, Ahmedabad and Kolkata. These are some of the ongoing and existing batches. This is starting tomorrow, 27th of February. This is a complete weekend batch that will help you go across every concept of CAT, be it Quant, LR or VARC. This is a complete weekend batch, right, for working professionals or college students who cannot attend these sessions in the weekdays. Yes. For people who are also kind of held up on the weekends, but they don't want to wait one entire week to go for their preparation, you can join the late night batch. Yes, for people who are again working professionals who cannot give time during the work hours or early in the morning, go for the late night batch. This starts on the 1st of March, which is a Monday. And for people who are preparing CMAT, if anybody is preparing for CMAT 2021, then you can join this. This is also starting on Monday. This is a revision batch. Yeah, and these are the educators. So if you want to pick up any of these, all you have to do is take a subscription. You can take the plus subscription by picking any one of these packages. 12 and the 24-month one are the best ones. You can pick them up. Use my referral code Surana Live to get your 10% discount. Yes, this 10% is soon going to become 5%. So before that happens, go ahead and take the subscription. Don't forget to use Surana Live. And if you're planning on taking iconic, then these are the packages for it, the 12-month and the 24-month ones, right? There are 2 variants of it. You pick this up, use my referral code Surana Live, get your 10% discount. Yes, that means for about 3,000 or for about 2,000 rupees a month, you will now be able to crack CAT and other management interest tests, including things like GD, PI, WAT. Yes, full guidance on this as well. Yeah, there's also no cost EMI options available, so you can opt for that. If you want to talk a little bit more about it, then you can contact me on Telegram and I'll help you out. Okay, can we once check if the chat is active now? Let's quickly check once if the chat is active. Rishabh, hi Rishabh. Can you guys confirm if you can see my message? Hi Alicia. Yeah, the chat is now working. All right. Hello Milan. Hi Fatima. Hello Gauri. Good evening. Good evening. Okay. Alicia will be starting with the basics. We will first start with introduction. We will look at after that we'll look at lines, different types of lines, angles, different types of angles, and then if there's time, then we will start with triangles also, right? But these basics will be extremely important for you to apply for more complex situations. Okay, so first let's get on. My name, sorry, that introduction is done. Let's get introduced to geometry. Gauri, the plan is this session will go till 8 p.m. This session will go till 8 p.m. So the plan was 6:30 till 8, and then we'll move on to 8:30 ka algebra session. Yes, 8:30 ko algebra hoga. Okay, so let's look at the breakup of the sections. Within quant, the major chunk is taken by arithmetic. About 40% of it is taken over by arithmetic. 30% is taken by algebra, another 30%, approximately 25 to 30% is taken by algebra, geometry, and remaining 10% or 5% is taken by numbers and modern math. Right, this is the breakup. So a lot of people, is a very common misconception. A lot of people focus only on arithmetic, thinking that only arithmetic will get you through the test. That's not true, right? You have to focus on arithmetic because of its weightage. But then imagine if you can somehow manage to get algebra and geometry checked out, then you wouldn't have to worry about arithmetic. Yes, so as long as we have done with arithmetic, we don't have to worry about this. Algebra also parallelly we are doing it. Now we're starting with geometry so that we could cover a good chunk of our quant syllabus. Okay, so under geometry, these are the concepts and this is the frequency of these particular concepts, right? So lines and angles, the frequency of that is very high because see, under geometry, the questions will not be too complex, right? They'll be very much doable questions. Yes, doable questions. This basically means that you don't have to worry about going, 10 standard level geometry and all, right? The basics will be way more than enough to help you answer. One major reason, because you will have because these tests are objective type, right? They don't want how you got the answer, but somehow if you get the answer, that's way more than enough, right? So lines and angles, something that we'll be covering today, is at a high frequency. Triangles is at a high frequency. Polygons is at a high frequency. Under polygons, you will have your quadrilaterals and other figures like pentagons, hexagons, and so on. Yes, this is also at a high, and circles is definitely at a high, right? So these four concepts are at a high frequency. Geometry is definitely more easy than algebra. Yes, definitely. Mensuration, so complex figures, under geometry itself you have complex figures, that is at a low frequency. Figures that are a mix of polygons and other things, right? Complex figures, that's at a very low frequency. Okay, then after that we have mensuration, which is a part of geometry, which is at a moderate frequency, right? The number of questions asked is right, Pankaj. Yeah, so mensuration is at a moderate frequency, coordinate geometry is at a moderate frequency. That means questions do appear, but then the number of questions are a little bit on the lower end, right? And trigonometry and complex figures are the least frequent questions, right? Trigonometry and complex figures. Complex figures, trigonometry always at a low. Yes, so this is the idea behind your geometry ka split up. We will start with lines and angles. Yes, I want you all to first go ahead and hit like on this video, first things first. And if you have any questions or queries at any point in time, please feel free and talk about it. Okay, definitely Rishabh. Yes, we've already done that in the introduction earlier. Initially when we started off introduction of quant, we did it, but if you want we can do it again. Okay, hi Tanishk, hello Manish, hi Yogita, hello Harshmeet, hi Gauri, hi Rishabh, hello Milan, hi Shreyashi. Karenge chalu, shall we begin? Hi Nalin, are you guys ready for lines? So under lines, what we'll be looking at first, what is a point, right? Understanding what is a point, understanding what is a ray. So let's talk about it real quick. Point is in a given set of coordinates, any one coordinate is a point, right? So from a given point, you can actually originate infinite lines, correct? From one point you can originate infinite lines. Yes, so if this is the origin, I can originate infinite lines. These lines which have one end, if one part of the line has a fixed end and the other does not, then that's called a ray. So these are called rays, right? If this is the source, this is the origin, then there are infinite rays that you can originate from here, right? Infinite rays. A line is something that passes through points, right? A line is something that passes through points, but a line does not have an end. So if this is a line, right, if I call it AB is actually not a line, right? AB is actually called what? A line segment. Segment means what? Part. So this is a part of a line AB. The actual line is this one. So if I say line L, this entire thing is a line. Yes, that means line mein kya hai? No extremes. Yes, and this is AB is a line segment where you have both ends fixed. What is a ray? One end fixed. Yes, got it? So these are the different terminologies used under lines. The reason why I'm talking about this is you might end up getting a question that how many lines can pass through a given point, or how many rays can be originated from a given point, and I don't want you to get stuck there. Yeah. And what is a plane? When a series of lines pass through, that's particularly called a plane. Yes. So if you take your graph, then you have your XY plane. Yes, this becomes your XY plane, this becomes your XY dash plane, this becomes your X dash Y dash plane, and this becomes your X dash Y plane, right? So plane is where you can have points and you can join them to form lines, line segments, rays, whatever. Cool. Chalo, now let's get in depth with that. हाँ मनीष, स्टार्टिंग में थोड़ा सा गैप ले लिया था बिकॉज ऑफ हेल्थ इश्यूज, तो वही आई डोंट वांट यू गाइज टू लूज आउट बिकॉज आई वाजंट वेल. आपकी तबीयत ठीक नहीं होती और आप लूज आउट करते हो, दैट्स एक्सेप्टेबल, बट मेरी तबीयत ठीक नहीं है और आप लूज आउट कर रहे हो, दैट्स नॉट एक्सेप्टेबल, है ना. चलो करेंगे स्टार्ट विथ लाइन्स. Now let's say there is one point, okay, there is one point and I ask you how many rays can be originated from this point. How many rays can be originated from this point? So look at this, there are infinite rays that can be originated from a point. Yes, infinite rays that you can originate from a point. two rays together will become a line. Yes, for example, if you take this ray, ray 1, and this ray, ray 2, this becomes a straight line, correct? Let me highlight this. This one becomes a straight line. Yes, so a line is always a straight line. Yes, don't worry Rishabh, we'll do another video on that. Okay? We'll do another video on that. Now if I ask you how many lines can pass through two given points? How many lines can pass through two given points? Can you quickly answer that? दो पॉइंट दिए हुए हैं, इनके थ्रू how many lines can pass through? Thank you so much Manish, means a lot. हाँ guys, how many lines can pass through two given points? Infinite says Samidha, Gauri says 1, others, it should pass through both these points, that's important. It should pass through both these points. So there's only one line that can pass through both these lines, right? Only one line. So this becomes if this is a line, then this will be extended both sides. Yes, a line passes through both these points. Only one line passes through 2 points simultaneously. Yes. What if you have 3 lines? What if you have 3 lines? How many lines will pass through 3 points? How many lines will pass through 3 points, or how many line segments? How many line segments can you form through these 3 points? Quickly tell me. 3 points का क्या सीन रहेगा? So यहाँ पे 1 line segment, yes, segment लिख लिया मैंने, segment. यहाँ पे कितने रहेंगे? ऋषभ says 2, others, Gauri says 1. Okay, it's not necessary that they pass through all 3 points. So what happens here? This becomes a line, right? This becomes AB becomes a line segment, and BC becomes a line segment. Are you getting that? AB and BC. So there are how many? 2 line segments, AB and BC, passing through them. These 3 points are called collinear. Yes, these 3 points are called collinear. Why? Because if you look at the number of lines, not line segments, number of lines, it will still be only 1. Yes, number of lines is still 1 only. 2 line segments, but 1 line. Line, let's say M. Only 1 line, M will pass through them. Getting it? Yes. 2 line segments, AB, BC, but only 1 line, same line. These 3 points are called collinear. Yes, what are collinear line points? What are collinear points? When you pass straight lines through them, if you can form only 1 line, that becomes collinear. Yeah, clear? Now how about this case? So we have 4 cases, case 1, case 2, case 3. How about case 4 now? Case 4. You have 3 points, but in this direction. Now how many lines can be formed? How many lines? Hi Rachit, hello Manish. तो यहाँ पे 3 पॉइंट है, let's say point A, point B, point C. How many lines will pass through them? 3. And how many line segments will pass through them? How many line segments can be formed? 3. So number of lines will also be 3. Number of line segments will also be 3, right? Line segments क्या क्या हो जाएंगे? Line segments will become AB, BC and CA or AC, whatever. Yes, but number of lines कितने रहेंगे? वो भी 3 रहेंगे. Yes, because this line is a different line. Let's call it line M. This line is a different line जो A और C के through pass होता है, line N, and this line is a different line, right? Let's call it line L. So there are 3 lines, lines L, M and N. Cool? आज इतने सीरियस क्यों हो? नहीं, पढ़ाते वक्त मैं सीरियस ही रहता हूँ, जब टाइम पास करना होता है तब मस्ती करता हूँ. पढ़ाते वक्त सीरियस ही रहता हूँ भाई, कभी भी. डन? समझ गए डिफरेंट सिनेरियोस. सो व्हाट आर दीज पॉइंट्स कॉल्ड? एनीबडी? यहां पे जो मैंने ए बी और सी मार्क किए हैं, ए बी एंड सी, फोर्थ केस में, इन पॉइंट्स का नाम क्या है? व्हाट आर दीज पॉइंट्स कॉल्ड? जल्दी से बताओ, व्हाट आर दीज पॉइंट्स कॉल्ड? फोर्थ केस के ए बी सी को क्या नाम दे सकते हैं? ए बी एंड सी आर व्हाट लाइन्स? Non-collinear. Very good. So these points are called non-collinear. Why? Because they, when straight lines are passed through them, they form more than one line. Yes, if points form more than one line, then they become non-collinear points. Okay, check. Collinear, non-collinear will become a very important part when we move on further, when we also deal with modern math. Say permutation combination में, probability में collinear, non-collinear बहुत important रहेगा. ठीक है, चलो let's, क्या हो गया? हाँ, let's move on now. चलो, now let's talk about different types of lines, right? When you have more than one line, there are 2 types of lines, right, based upon their relation. Yes, this is called parallel lines. Yes, this is called parallel lines, a set of parallel lines. So what happens here? Line L and M, if I call them, they are called parallel because they will never intersect. Yes, they will never intersect. How much ever you extend them, they will never intersect. Yes, that means the perpendicular distance, perpendicular नहीं लग रहा है line, perpendicular distance between the lines. Yes, if here the distance is d, then here also the perpendicular distance will be d. Here also the perpendicular distance will be d. Right? So 2 lines are called parallel if the perpendicular distance between any 2 points, yes, will always be the same. ठीक है? Right, Rachit, very good. So there's no intersection, right? No intersection. Yes, ultimately no angle formed between them. Yes, no angle formed between them. There can be a third line. For example, if I pass this line through, तो I will get a angle here, right? Otherwise इन दोनों के बीच में कभी कोई एंगल नहीं रहेगा, कितना भी एक्सटेंड कर लो. Extend it till positive infinity this side and negative infinity this side, it will not intersect at all. Yes. On the other hand, we have what? Perpendicular lines. Yes, perpendicular lines. इनमें क्या होता है? They intersect exactly at one point. Yes, 2 lines, वैसे भी 2 straight lines will only intersect at one place. ठीक है? But at the place of intersection, the angle formed will be what? 90 degrees. Got it? हाँ मिलन. स्लोप, वी विल टॉक अबाउट स्लोप व्हेन वी मूव ऑन टू कोऑर्डिनेट ज्योमेट्री. ठीक है, अभी मैं स्लोप बोलूंगा तो आई विल हैव टू टॉक अबाउट कोऑर्डिनेट्स, आई विल हैव टू एक्सप्लेन दैट, तो जाने दो. यस, डेफिनेटली मनीष, नो इश्यूज. WWE हिंदी यार्ड, आई एम ऑल्सो कंफ्यूज्ड. आई एम कंफ्यूज्ड विथ योर अकाउंट नेम, ये क्या है? कुल. सो परपेंडिकुलर लाइंस एग्जैक्ट वन इंटरसेक्शन पे क्या फॉर्म होगा? 90 डिग्रीज फॉर्म होगा. दे कॉल परपेंडिकुलर. देयर लॉट ऑफ प्रॉपर्टीज ऑफ परपेंडिकुलर लाइंस एंड पैरेलल लाइंस व्हिच वी विल डिस्कस. तो इसके क्या हो गए प्रॉपर्टीज? यहाँ पे क्या होगा? वन इंटरसेक्शन, वैसे भी टू स्ट्रेट लाइन्स कैन ओनली इंटरसेक्ट वंस, राइट? सो वन इंटरसेक्शन एंड वन एंगल फॉर्म्ड विच इज व्हाट 90 डिग्रीज इन ऑल डायरेक्शंस। ये तो समझ में आ ही गया होगा आपको, इन ऑल डायरेक्शंस, है ना? सारे डायरेक्शंस में ये 90 डिग्रीज ही फॉर्म करेगा। कूल? राइट रचित, चलो लेट्स मूव ऑन। नाउ लेट्स स्टार्ट टॉकिंग अबाउट एंगल्स। यस, पहले एंगल्स क्या होते हैं उसके बारे में बात करते हैं, देन लेट्स टॉक अबाउट डिफरेंट टाइप्स ऑफ एंगल्स एंड ऑल। ओके, सो हाउ इज एन एंगल फॉर्म्ड? An angle can only be formed when two straight lines intersect. Yes, जब दो straight lines intersect करते हैं, then what is formed? An angle is formed. Correct? This is the angle. Yeah. So how do you name an angle? If you want to represent this angle, you use the line segments and the point of intersection. Yes. So if I say this segment is called AB and this segment is called BC, then this angle, let's say alpha, can be called what? Alpha is nothing but angle formed by ABC. Yes, and whatever is used in the middle, I understand ये सब बहुत ज़्यादा basic हो गया, but there are a lot of people who have not touched these basics at all, तो उनके लिए whatever is the letter used in the middle, जो भी letter middle में use होता है वहीं पे angle form होता है, right? एंगल फॉर्मेशन वहीं पे होता है, ठीक है? ओके, नाउ देयर आर थ्री टाइप्स ऑफ एंगल्स, राइट? देयर आर थ्री टाइप्स ऑफ एंगल्स दैट कैन बी फॉर्म्ड। इसको हटा देते हैं। दीज आर द थ्री एंगल्स दैट आर फॉर्म्ड, राइट? तो इनको अलग अलग नाम दे देते हैं फटाफट से। लेट्स कॉल दिस P, Q एंड R। यस, एंड आखिरी वाले को अपन कॉल करेंगे, लेट्स कॉल दिस X, Y एंड Z। यस, सो हियर इन द फर्स्ट केस, पहले केस में if the angle formed between two lines is less than 90, if alpha, which is nothing but what, angle ABC, is less than 90, then this is called what? An acute angle. Less than 90 is called acute angle. Equal to 90, let's call it beta. Yes, beta, which is nothing but what? Angle PQR. So use this part angle to show it's an angle. If it is equal to 90 degrees, then this is called what? A right angle. Yes, so right comes from the term upright. Upright मतलब क्या? एकदम सीधा, एकदम straight, right? So if this is a plane, then this plane must be exactly perpendicular to it, right? So two perpendicular lines form a right angle. And in the third case, this angle, let's call it gamma. Yes, so gamma, which is nothing but angle XYZ, yeah, XYZ, will always be greater than 90. Yes, always be greater than 90. तो इसको अपन क्या बोलते हैं? Obtuse angle. Okay, these are the names given. Less than 90 acute, equal to 90 right, more than 90 obtuse. Cool? ठीक है, डन। ओके, रचित आई अंडरस्टैंड आपको बहुत ठेस पहुंची है, राइट? बट यू हैव बिगर फिशेस टू फ्राई, है ना? पहले कुछ बन जाओ, फिर देखो कि वो रहते कि नहीं रहते आपके लाइफ में, ठीक है? पहले अपना कुछ बन जाओ खुद का, ठीक है? एक ऐसे मतलब एक YouTube चैनल रखने से कोई बड़ा आदमी नहीं बनता, तो पहले कुछ बन जाओ, फिर अपन उसके बारे में रोएंगे, है ना? कबीर सिंह बाद में खेलेंगे। हाँ चलो, डन, अंडरस्टूड. Yes. Now, when I say an angle greater than 90, there should be some kind of a limit, right? यहाँ पे कुछ limit होना चाहिए angle का. Yes. So angles are something that are a physical quantity. Angles क्या है? Physical quantity है ना? मतलब they cannot be less than 0. They cannot be negative. They should always be greater than 0, right? So this alpha should always be greater than 0, less than 90. तो एंगल में कोई नेगेटिव एंगल नहीं होता है, ठीक है. देयर इज नथिंग कॉल्ड अ नेगेटिव एंगल. ओके, राइट एंगल का तो डायरेक्ट है तो 90. नाउ व्हेन यू गो फ्रॉम 90 से लेके क्या, द मैक्सिमम दिस कैन गो इज व्हाट, शुड बी लेस देन 180. आर यू गेटिंग इट? सो गामा शुड बी less than 180, but it should be greater than 90 degrees. Cool? ठीक है ना? 90 से लेके 180 तक. Yes, because after 180 क्या आएगा? The angle will be formed at the bottom again, right? उसके बारे में बात करेंगे अपन, straight angles वगैरह. Okay, so let's talk about this now. ठीक है, different properties of angles. So if I say this is alpha, this is beta. Yes, in this case what is this? This is a right angle triangle, right? So this becomes what? Alpha plus beta is equal to 90. So when two angles add up to right angle, when two angles add up to 90, then they are called what? Complementary angles. Yes, they are called what? Complementary angles. ये सारे terms जरूरी है आप लोगों को, ठीक है. Okay, these terms are very important because if the question says two terms are complementary angles and you do not know what are complementary angles, फिर अटक जाओगे. Okay, so two angles, if the sum of two angles or more than two angles also doesn't matter, alpha, beta, gamma, तीन एंगल भी हो तो भी चलेगा, कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है. But if they add up to 90, they are called complementary angles. On the other hand, if they add up to 180, yes, what is 180? 180 is basically 2 times 90, है ना? 180 is 2 times 90. तो ये एक 90, ये एक 90, ये वाला पूरा मिला के क्या हो गया, ये वाला पार्ट पूरा मिला के क्या हो गया, 90 प्लस 90 180. समझ में आ रहा है? Yes, so 180 is nothing but it's called a straight angle. Yes, 180 is what? A straight angle because it's formed on a straight line. So if you take any point on a straight line, there will be an angle of 180 degrees there. Okay, in this case अगर मैं इसको गामा बुलाता हूँ और इसको डेल्टा बुलाता हूँ, yes, तो क्या हो जाएगा? गामा प्लस डेल्टा will be equal to 180 degrees. Yes, gamma and delta equal to what? 180 degrees. So if the sum of two angles or more than two angles be, sum of two or more angles are equal to 180, they are called what? Anybody? इसका क्या नाम है? Two angles adding up to 90 is complementary. Two angles adding up to 180 will be called what? जल्दी से बताओ कोई. Okay, Rachit, sorry, I've given you enough chances. I'm blocking you. Manish, blocked. Guys, Rachit, Manish, if you think Rachit and Manish are disturbing you, please block them. Let's not make two non-winners, I won't say the term, non-winners, ruin our learning experience. So they are called what? Supplementary angles. Very good. They call supplementary angles. Okay, done. So terms पता होना बहुत जरूरी है. Okay, and when you take when there are two lines that move like this, right? When two lines intersect let's say line L and M. Okay, line L and line M, when they intersect, what happens here? There are angles formed, right? When they intersect, there are angles formed. So let's call this particular angle as alpha. इसको अपन बीटा बुलाएंगे. Let's call this gamma and let's call this delta. Okay, so in this case what happens? So forget line M for now. Line M को भूल जाओ. What do you know about alpha and beta? Alpha and beta will add up to 180 degrees, correct? Now forget line L. M, look at only line M. Angle beta and gamma add up to what? 180. Yes, and these two, forget line M again. Look at these two angles, gamma and delta, right? This is delta. So gamma and delta add up to what? 180 degrees again. Yes, and delta and alpha again, if you look at alpha and delta, if you look at, they add up to 180 again. Yes, so here if I replace alpha with gamma, first two equations में if I replace alpha with gamma, क्या हो जाएगा? You will get that alpha and gamma are equal, right? Alpha and gamma are equal. Let's highlight them. Alpha and gamma are equal, right? These are called what? Vertically opposite angles. Yes, vertically opposite angles. कब form होते हैं वो? When two lines intersect. Opposite angles, vertically opposite angles are equal. Yes, तो यहाँ पे क्या हो गया? इसके थ्रू अपने को पता चल गया that alpha and gamma are equal. Yes, same way if you compare these two, alpha beta and beta delta, right? These two, beta gamma and gamma delta, if you compare, right? यहाँ पे भी क्या हो जाएगा? Gamma is the common term, that means beta and delta are equal, right? Beta and delta are equal, which are which lines, which angles? These angles. ये आपका delta है, ये आपका beta है. समझ रहे हो? These two are also vertically opposite angles, hence they are equal. Yes, so सामने के जो angles होते हैं वो equal होते हैं. Beta delta equal, alpha gamma equal. समझ में आ गया? Guys, एक बार yes बोल लो. So we've looked at what? We've looked at complementary angles, supplementary angles, vertically opposite angles. इसमें कोई आपको doubt, शक, anybody? Superb. And if I add all four of these angles, मैं अगर इन सबको ऐड करूँ, अल्फा को, गामा को, डेल्टा को, गामा को, बीटा को, सबको, इन सबको ऐड करूँ अगर मैं, अल्फा, बीटा, डेल्टा, गामा, if I add them, what will I get? I get what? यहाँ पे लिखता हूँ मैं, अल्फा प्लस बीटा plus gamma plus delta is equal to what? Alpha plus beta 180, gamma plus delta 180, 180 plus 180 is what? 360. 360 is called what? Round angle. Yes, or circular angle, whatever you want to call it. ठीक है, so if some angles add up to 360, then they are called a round angle or a circular angle, complete angle, whatever. Cool? क्लियर ना? सेट ऑफ एंगल्स के बारे में बात हो गई. कॉम्प्लीमेंट्री एंगल्स, सप्लीमेंट्री एंगल्स, वर्टिकली ऑपोजिट एंगल्स एंड राउंड एंगल. डन? दैट बीइंग डन, नाउ लेट्स टॉक अबाउट पैरेलल लाइंस. यस, पैरेलल लाइंस की प्रॉपर्टीज की बात करते हैं. दीज आर टू पैरेलल लाइंस, लेट्स नेम देम. ठीक है, पैरेलल लाइंस में क्या है? कोई इंटरसेक्शन नहीं होगा. सो लेट्स से लाइन M, लाइन L. इफ आई वांट टू से L एंड M आर पैरेलल, आई यूज दिस सिंबल L पैरेलल टू M. गॉट इट? L पैरेलल टू M. यस, so if these two are parallel lines and if I have a line passing through them which is non-parallel, है ना. ये क्या है, इसको हम n बुलाएंगे, line n. So is line n parallel to m? No, because there is intersection here. Is line n parallel to L? No, because there is intersection here, right? So this is a line n which is not parallel to L or m. Cool. This line n is called what? Transversal. Yes, transversal. Trans मतलब क्या है? Trans, what do you mean by trans? It basically means through. Yes, trans means through. So because it passes through two parallel lines, it's called a transversal. Got it? These are their intersection points. Yes, तो यहाँ पे what we'll do is, I don't want to confuse you with giving different names. Okay, listen to me carefully. I don't want you to get confused by different names that there are, right? So what I'll do is I'll quickly call them either big angles or small angles. Okay, I'll mark big angles in blue, big, big, big and big. Yes, and let's number them. 1, 2, 3, 5, 7. Okay, these are big angles, and the ones that I'm marking in red are small angles. 2, 4, 6 and 8. Yes, so this is simple property. Simple property. Okay, I'm not going to name any of these. I'll quickly say what? All big angles. Yes, all big angles are equal. Yes, all big angles are equal. Yes, and I'll also tell you what? All small angles are equal. Getting it? So when I say all big angles are equal, what are the terms that are equal? Angle 1 is equal to angle 3, vertically opposite angles, if you remember. Yes, and angle 5 is equal to angle 7, vertically opposite angles. Yes, now these will also be equal. So 1, 3, 5 and 7 are all equal. 1 and 3, 5 and 7 vertically opposite angles. Yes, you call them as what? 1 and 5. Yes, 1 and 5 lie on the same side of the line. Do you see? 1 and 5 lie on the same side of the line. They become equal. 3 and 7 become equal. Yes, I hope you guys are understanding this. तो अभी अपन कुछ भी ये नहीं करेंगे, है ना. अपन कुछ भी दिमाग नहीं चलाएंगे. Different names for these angles, right? They're alternate angles. Yes. Interior angles, exterior angles, वो सब कुछ नहीं करेंगे. Simple as that. All big angles are equal, all small angles are equal. And listen to this, if you take any big angle and you add it with any small angle, take a big angle, add it with a small angle, they will always be equal to 180. Yes, take any big angle, add it to any small angle, they will be equal to 180. That's it. That's enough for us. तो यहाँ पे क्या हो गया? All small angles are equal. Angle 2 equal to angle 4 equal to angle 6 equal to angle 8. सारे छोटे छोटे एंगल्स इक्वल हो गए, सारे बड़े बड़े एंगल्स इक्वल हो गए. कोई भी बड़ा कोई भी छोटा आप ऐड करोगे 180 होगा. डन. एनी कंफ्यूजन्स हियर गाइस? So we are not naming them, right? Names नहीं ले रहे. Names we don't care about them. Just go for the figure because geometry is all about the figure. Cool. Nishima, if you haven't already blocked those two, please go ahead and do it. I don't want you to disturb the class because some other people are disturbing the class. Okay. चेक है क्या? चलेंगे आगे? Say yes and we'll move on, guys. All right, Aditya. So here's our first example. The three lines that are parallel to each other, they're asking what is AFB equal to. AFB is this particular angle. What is this AFB equal to? Quickly try this out. ये वाला क्वेश्चन ट्राई करो जल्दी से. Nalin says A. Nalin says A, 10. Others? So if you don't have the figure, if a lot of questions in geometry will also not give you the figure, right? So you will have to draw it. तो अगर figure दिया भी है तो भी फटाफट से एक बार draw कर दो. Always remember to draw the figure on your rough sheet, whether it's given or not. So even if it is given to you on the screen, अपने book में draw करो. Get that habit. Yogita says B, 15 degrees. Superb. Others? Gauri says B. Okay. Shreyashi says B, Bhavna says B, Aditya says B. Very good, very good. B right angle होना ज़रूरी नहीं है. So in geometry, guys, there's one thing, and listen to me carefully. In geometry, what looks like a right angle may not be a right angle. So what looks, you should not go by that. Yes, how it looks, you should not go by that. ठीक है? Fatima also says B. Very good. So option B is right. What happens here now? Look at this. So we want to find out this particular angle, right? We have to find out what AFB is, this angle. So I know that C, F and B form a triangle, right? C, F and B form a triangle, correct? C, F and B. So here, if this angle is 80, I want you to look at the part that I'm going to highlight. Okay, look at the part that I'm going to highlight. This and this. Yeah, so what did we just do? We just highlighted two lines that are intersecting. So if this is 80, then how much is this going to be? This will also be 80. Agreed? Yes. हाँ ना, तो ये 80 हो गया. ठीक है, डन. नेक्स्ट, what do we want? We want this angle also. ये वाला भी चाहिए अपने को. Let me use a different color now. We want this angle also now. This entire thing, ये पूरा. Yes. So what do you know? Look at this. Highlight करता हूँ वापस से. Let me highlight. What do you have? This line and this line. Yes, ये दोनों लाइन वापस क्या कर रहे हैं? Intersect कर रहे हैं. So vertically opposite angles again. What will you get? You will get this angle. The छोटा वाला part is 30. करेक्ट, ये 30 है तो ये भी 30 होगा. अब वी वांट दिस पार्ट, ये वाला पार्ट चाहिए अब अपने को, राइट? सो लेट मी रिमूव द हाइलाइटेड पार्ट अगेन. हाउ विल यू फाइंड दिस पार्ट नाउ? दिस, ये वाला 30 है, मिल गया, ये वाला पार्ट भी चाहिए अपने को, है ना। ये क्या है, ये बिग एंगल है, 125 बिग एंगल है ना। ये वाला मैं अभी हाईलाइट कर रहा हूं, वो देखो पार्ट, लुक एट द पार्ट्स दैट आई एम हाईलाइटिंग, x y and this transversal, yes x y and this transversal। तो अब यहां पे क्या हो रहा है, ये बिग एंगल है तो ये क्या हो गया, स्मॉल एंगल हो गया, राइट। आई नो दैट अ बिग एंगल एंड अ स्मॉल एंगल शुड बी इक्वल टू 180, तो यहां पे स्मॉल एंगल क्या हो गया, 180 माइनस 125 विच इज हाउ मच, 55 डिग्रीज। यस, तो कंप्लीट एंगल बी क्या हो गया, कंप्लीट एंगल बी, ये वाला हाईलाइट निकाल देता हूं। ये सब समझ में आ रहा है ना आप लोगों को गाइस, इट्स ऑल अबाउट हाउ यू परसीव, राइट, आपके परसेप्शन पे है। तो ये पूरा एंगल कितना हो गया, दिस एंटायर थिंग, एंगल CBF, एंगल CBF कितना हो गया, दिस बिकम्स इक्वल टू 30 प्लस 55, 30 प्लस 55 which is 85 degrees। yes, तो अब आपको क्या मिल गया, you've got angle CBF as 85, you've got angle FCB as 80 degrees। we know that these three angles added, angle AFB, angle FBC and angle FCB should be equal to 180, right, which is what, sum of angles in a triangle, sum of angles in a triangle। एक ट्रायंगल में जो भी तीन एंगल है उसका सम हमेशा क्या रहेगा, 180 डिग्रीज का। यस, सो व्हाट डू यू गेट, यू गेट एंगल AFB, तो अभी F ऐसे लिख लो, एंगल F प्लस एंगल C प्लस एंगल B शुड बी इक्वल टू हाउ मच, 180। यस, आपको एंगल F चाहिए, सो एंगल F विल बी इक्वल टू 180 माइनस एंगल C क्या है, 80 डिग्रीज, माइनस एंगल B क्या है, 85 डिग्रीज। सो व्हाट डू यू गेट, F इज इक्वल टू 180 माइनस 65, 165 विच इज 15 डिग्रीज। गॉट इट? एनी क्वेश्चंस, क्वेरीज, एनीबॉडी यहाँ पे, किसी को भी? किसी को कोई डाउट नहीं ना? डन। सो वी न्यू x, y एंड z आर पैरेलल, तभी ये जाके रूल्स अप्लाई कर पाए, राइट। वी न्यू दीज आर पैरेलल, तभी ये अप्लाई कर पाए, अगर ये नहीं पता होता पैरेलल तो अटक जाता। डन, चलो सुपर। ट्राई दिस क्वेश्चन नाउ, ट्राई द सेकेंड वन। भावना, योगिता, आदित्य से D, ओके। 126 अदर्स, नलिन एंड गौरी से D, वेरी गुड। 126, ब्यूटिफुल। Anyone else? Okay, so what's the deal? These three lines are parallel. Yes, AB, CD, EF are parallel. If I say this line N is a transversal, then what happens? First things first, Z is to Y is 7:3. Z is to Y is what? 7:3. What do you know about Z and Y? Z and Y के बारे में आपको क्या पता है? These two parallel lines, ये दो parallel lines हो गए, और यहाँ पे transversal क्या हुआ? Transversal is this, correct? Yes, so what do you end up getting? You get that Y is a small angle, Z is a big angle, right? So Y is a small angle, Z is a big angle, they should be equal to 180. Yes, so basically splitting 180 in what ratio? 7:3. If you quickly do that, how much will you get? 180 by 10 is 18, 3 parts is 54 degrees, and remaining 126 degrees is Z, correct? ये समझ में आ गया? This part is over. Yes, now they want us to find out what is X. What is X? Now I want you to consider these lines. Listen to this. बीच वाले लाइन को छोड़ दो, focus on these lines. First line, last line. AB and EF, and this is your transversal. Yes, so what happens? Z is a big angle, X is a big angle. Yes, Z and X both are what? Big angles. So angle Z is equal to angle X, which will be equal to 126 degrees. Why? Big angles. Cool? Got it? So what is angle Y? Angle Y is a small angle. Angle Z is a big angle. Sum of small and big, 180. Z and X will be equal because both are big angles, which is 126. So what's our answer? Option D, 126 degrees. Cool? निशिमा, रेशियोज आपको नहीं पता है क्या? ठीक है, रेशियोज में स्प्लिट किया हुआ है ना? वी नो दैट Z plus Y is 180 degrees and Z is to Y is 7:3. So I'll take Z as 7A, Y as 3A. Yes, so if I add them, यहाँ पे अगर मैं सब्स्टिट्यूट करूँ तो 7A plus 3A is equal to 180, 10A is equal to 180, और A is equal to 18 degrees. So A18 has 7 into 18 is 126, 3 into 18 is 54. Got it? Nishima? चलो this is a theta question. ये theta question है. Type in the answer, theta. So quickly answer this. My team says 35, superb. Shreyashi says 35, okay. How about others? Aditya says 35, Fatima says 35, very good, very good, very good. So what's the part that needs to be highlighted here? We don't want this empty one, right? अपने को क्या चाहिए? X का चाहिए, so include X this line and this line. या तो बीच का जो लाइन है उसको भूल जाओ, बीच के लाइन को भूल जाओ. एंगल x and angle 35 degrees and x are what? Vertically opposite angles. So what is geometry all about, guys? What is geometry all about? Perception. Yes, so they are vertically opposite angles. That means angle x is going to be equal to what? 35 degrees. Correct answer. Yes, it is right. It is right. Very good, guys. Beautiful. So vertically opposite angles, x is equal to 35. Done. Or if you want to look at this logically also, you can. If you want to look at it logically, you can. Right? Look at these two. This and this should be equal to each other, right? This full angle and this full should be equal to each other. So if this is 40, right, and this is 35 plus something, this is 40, this is 35 plus something. If this is 40, then this could be 40, right? So if this is 40 plus 35, then this should be what? 40 plus 35. This becomes 35. Yes, but again, for them to be equal, what are you using? Vertically opposite angles. Cool. Try this one out. Shubham, hi Shubham. अभी के लिए तो देखो, अभी के लिए देखो, आगे जाके कैसे फिर आप पे डिपेंड करता है. अभी के लिए देख लो, आ जाओ. निशिमा, आप थोड़ा सा रिवाइंड कर लो ना वहीं पे. पूरा क्लास का कंट्रोल तो आप पे है, पूरा क्लास का कंट्रोल आपको दिया हुआ है, तो वहीं पे रिवाइंड कर लो ना. थोड़ा सा बैक टैप करो, लेफ्ट कॉर्नर पे टैप करो तो हो जाएगा. ओके, बी एंड ई, सी एंड एफ. ध्यान से पढ़ो क्वेश्चन को. क्वेश्चन क्या बोल रहा है? विच ऑफ द टू लाइन्स आर पैरेलल टू ईच अदर एंड नॉट टू एनी अदर लाइन. Yes, not to any other line. Only two lines should be parallel. That's what they're saying. Only two lines should be parallel. Line 1 should be parallel to line 2, but it should not be parallel to any other line. Yes, read the question carefully and then try. तो यहाँ पे possible answers that people have given are B and E, C and F, C and D. Others? Other answers? सो टू मेक इट इजी, सुनो ध्यान से सुनो, टू मेक इट इजी सारे एंगल्स लिख डालो, सारे एंगल्स लिख डालो, इजी हो जाएगा, है ना। एक बार सारे एंगल्स लिख डालो तो इजी हो जाएगा, एटलीस्ट लेफ्ट राइट के लिख डालो। करो जल्दी, ट्राई करो। सो लेट्स डू दिस, सारे एंगल्स लिख रहे हैं अभी, ठीक है। इफ दिस इज 64 देन दिस इज व्हाट 116, यस। तो ये समझ में आ गया कि ये 116 है, ये 64 है, ओके। इफ दिस इज 118 देन व्हाट इज दिस, एक सेकेंड 118 तो ये क्या हो गया 62, यस, दैट मीन्स दिस इज 62, 6 स्क्वायर 62, this is 118, yes, use another color। ये 64 है तो ये 64 है, ये क्या हो गया 116, ये क्या हो गया 116 ये 116 है तो ये क्या हो गया 64, ये हो गया 64, ये 116, ये 62 है, this is 62, that means this becomes what, if this is 62 then this is 118, correct ये 118, ये 62, ये 64 है, ये 64 है तो ये क्या हो गया 64, ये 116, डन। वंस यू हैव एवरीथिंग लिस्टेड आउट, अब चेक करो, नाउ चेक, yes, what do you want, you want the lines to be only parallel to each other, और कहीं पर भी नहीं, yes, मतलब क्या यहाँ पे 64 है, right, यहाँ पे 64 है, यहाँ पे 64 है, so A and C are parallel to, so what can I say, I can say that A is parallel to C which is parallel to F. Does this satisfy our condition? No, it doesn't. Let it out, let it go. Yes. Next क्या, next देखो, let's go with what 62, yes, ये 62 है, ये 62 है, okay, D also, no, हाँ, दिस इज ऑल्सो, यहाँ पे D भी आएगा, एक सेकेंड ना, F इज पैरेलल टू D इज पैरेलल टू F, A, C, D, F आर पैरेलल टू ईच अदर, नॉट सेटिस्फाइड। तो बाकी क्या बचते हैं अपने 62 वाले, 1 and 2, सो विच इज व्हाट B and E, B इज पैरेलल टू E, दैट्स इट। B, एंगल B जो है इट इज पैरेलल ओनली टू E एंड नॉट टू एनी अदर लाइन, समझ गए। B is parallel only to E, और कोई भी लाइन से वो पैरेलल नहीं है, बाकी सारे A, C, D, F ये सारे एक दूसरे से पैरेलल है, yes, so what is our answer, B and E, ठीक है, आंसर इज व्हाट, लाइंस B and E, cool। So it's very important that you understand the given condition, which is what, parallel only to each other, only line 1 and line 2 should be parallel, it should not be parallel to any third line, yes, so this is out of picture, answer is what, B and D। if you've understood, drop a yes, jaldi se ek yes bhejo, if you've understood this, drop a yes। Superb, Shreyashi. Done. So to make geometry simple, put things in front of your eyes, don't do too much पीछे का thinking, yes, subconscious thinking मत करो ज़्यादा, put it in front of your eyes and then do it, okay। Here's our next question। Right, Nishima. Anytime. करो अच्छे से, ट्राई करो इसको. Aditya says B. 5. How about others? तो अगर ये थोड़ा सा कंफ्यूजिंग लग रहा है आपको क्वेश्चन, तो इसको उल्टा पढ़ लो. उल्टा पढ़ लो. कंसीडर x and x dash are parallel. X and x dash are parallel to y and y dash. Then find A. Okay, if x dash is parallel to y dash, then find A. ठीक है, makes it easy for you to understand the question. चलो अभी ट्राई करो जल्दी से. Anyone else answer? सब B बोल रहे हैं. Everybody says B. Okay, let's start solving this. This is if you want, you can draw another parallel line here. Yes, draw another parallel line here. You will get what? A transversal. तो अभी highlighter यूज करके बता देता हूँ मैं आपको. So this is one parallel line, this is another parallel line, this is your transversal. Yes, समझ गए? ये एक parallel line है, this is a parallel line, this is your transversal. Yes. So if you want to do it this way, then do it. Otherwise, let me tell you another way in which you can do the same question. See, this is a triangle, right? What P, Q and S are forming is a triangle, correct? हाँ वही. You can do it directly also, वही बता रहा था मैं. So you have P, Q and S. Yes, this is a right angle. Sorry, this is a triangle. Triangle में क्या है? Sum of all angles must be 180, correct? तो ये जो angle है P, this angle P can be written as what? Angle SPQ. Will basically be equal to what? 180 minus 30 plus 6a minus 5, correct? 30 plus 6a minus 5. So angle P क्या हो जाता है यहाँ पे? 180 minus 25 minus 6a, which is how much? 155 minus 6a. This is 155 minus 6a. तो ये कितना हो जाएगा? How much will this become? This will basically be what? These two. क्योंकि ये 180 माइनस है और ये वापस 180 का 180 माइनस है. So this is basically equal to what? 30. So 25 plus 6a. Agreed? ये क्या हो गया? 25 plus 6a हो गया. Will you agree with that? ये calculation करने की जरूरत नहीं है. ये ऐसे छोड़ दो। यहाँ पे राइट एस पी एक्स इज व्हाट, ये दोनों क्या हो गए सप्लीमेंट्री एंगल्स 180, दोनों का सम 180 होना चाहिए। तो ये क्या हो जाएगा 180 माइनस एस पी क्यू विच इज व्हाट 180 माइनस जो भी 30 प्लस 6a माइनस 5 है, समझ रहे हो। तो ये 180 कैंसिल हो गया, दिस इज बेसिकली इक्वल टू व्हाट 30 प्लस 6a माइनस 5 विच इज 25 प्लस 6a। सो इफ यू नो द प्रॉपर्टी, अगर आपको प्रॉपर्टी पता है कि एक्सटीरियर एंगल ऑफ अ राइट एंगल ट्रायंगल, एक्सटीरियर एंगल ऑफ अ ट्रायंगल is equal to sum of other two angles, right, opposite angles basically, या other two angles जो भी। तो ये जो एंगल है this angle is equal to sum of 30 and 6a minus 5, got it। तो this you got, ये आपका ट्रांसवर्सल है, तो क्या हो गया ये दोनों these two are what small angles, so 25 plus a is the same as 10a plus 5, yes। so what do you get, ये क्यों गड़बड़ है क्या कुछ, $25 plus 6a, sorry, so 4a is equal to 20 और a is equal to 5, done। या करेक्ट आदित्य 6a, गलती से a लिख दिया था यहाँ पे, ये 6 का मिट गया तो मैं उसको डायरेक्टली सिर्फ a लिखने लग गया, 6a, okay cool। otherwise what you would have done, you would have drawn another parallel line, yes, another parallel line draw करके s dash x dash का ये ट्रांसवर्सल होता, yes, then again x dash y dash का ये ट्रांसवर्सल होता, you could have used that same transversal for s dash also, right। so technically ये पार्ट जरूरी नहीं है if you know the property of exterior angles of a triangle। इसके बारे में अपन और डिटेल में बात करेंगे दिस प्रॉपर्टी, राइट। नाउ लेट्स मूव ऑन टू द नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन, चलो क्विकली ट्राई दिस। हियर्स द फिगर, पहले कभी भी क्वेश्चन आराम से पढ़ो फिर फिगर को देखो, ओके Yogita says D 270 degrees. How about others? Hi Achal. Aditya also says D, superb. Shreyashi says D, Nalin says D, very good. Fatima also says D. Very good. तो चलो let's quickly look at this. क्या हो रहा है यहाँ पे? चलो ठीक है. So parallel line, transversal. Yes, parallel line, transversal. What do you get here now? यहाँ पे क्या हो रहा है? That PQ is an angle bisector. मतलब अगर ये 30 है तो ये भी 30 रहेगा. This entire thing becomes 60. Right? ये पूरा 60 हो गया. ठीक है? ये क्या है आपका? This is your. What does this become? If this is one of the angles, then how about this? ये दोनों equal हैं? नहीं. Right? This and this will be equal. So what do you know? इसको हम अल्फा बुलाएंगे. ठीक है. सो 2 times alpha is basically equal to what? 180 minus 60. करेक्ट. सो 2 times alpha कितना हो गया आपका? बाइसेक्टर बेसिकली मीन्स. अच्छा, तो एक एग्जांपल दे देता हूं मैं आपको. सेम एग्जांपल दे देता हूं. दैट लेट्स से दिस इज वन लाइन, दिस इज वन लाइन. यहाँ पे एक एंगल बन रहा है ना. ABC is an angle, yes, of let's say 60 degrees. ABC is 60 degrees. So a bisector is a line, angle bisector is a line that divides these two angles in equal parts. तो ये 30 हो जाएगा, ये 30 हो जाएगा, ऐसे. समझ रहे हो? Yes, तो इसको थोड़ा और सिस्टमैटिक वे में करते हैं. इफ आई से दिस इज अ स्मॉल एंगल, अगर ये स्मॉल एंगल है तो ये क्या हो गया? बिग एंगल. यस, वी नो स्मॉल एंगल प्लस बिग एंगल इज इक्वल टू 180. स्मॉल एंगल इज व्हाट? 30 plus 30 60. बिग एंगल इज व्हाट? अल्फा प्लस अल्फा 2 times अल्फा which is equal to 180. Or you get 2 times alpha is 180 minus 60, 120, or alpha is equal to 60 degrees. Correct? So now what you figured out is this angle is 60, this is 30. You know this is a right angle triangle. This is a triangle for now, right? Triangle PQR. All the angles, angle P, angle Q, angle R should add up to 180. Yes, you know angle P is 30. Angle Q is what you need to find out. Angle R is 60. So what do you get? Angle Q is equal to 80 minus 9, 180 minus 90, 90 degrees. Got it? Got it ना? समझ गया ना? तो एंगल Q is what? 90. So a lot of us will go for option A as an answer, but this is trap. Option A is trap 90 degrees because what is the question asking? It's asking for find the reflex. Yes. What do you mean by reflex? Reflex angle का मतलब क्या होता है? This is the line. Yes. चलो ये दो लाइन है. लेट्स से ओके, इफ दिस इज योर एंगल अल्फा, देन रिफ्लेक्स एंगल इज बेसिकली व्हाट? दिस पार्ट. दिस पार्ट इज रिफ्लेक्स. दिस ये क्या हो गया? या दिस पार्ट इज रिफ्लेक्स एंगल. यस, ये क्या है? ये पूरा 360 है. सो दिस विल बिकम 360 माइनस अल्फा. Got it? So the actual answer to this question is not 90. They're asking reflex. Reflex is going to be what? 360 minus alpha. Or in this case 360 minus angle Q. Yes, reflex. Which is what? 360 minus 90. That's equal to 270 degrees. Got it? Yeah, correct, Shreyasi. Very good. More than 180, less than 360. It can also be equal to 180. More than or equal to 180, but less than 360. Chalo, that's it for today. We will have a session again at 8:30. right? We will have a session again at 8:30. I want you all to be there. Yes. Sunday, don't forget guys, Sunday, day after tomorrow, 12 p.m. you have your combat. Don't forget to use my referral code Surana or Surana Live, whatever. These are upcoming batches. We've already spoken about this. If you want to enroll in these, then all you have to do is get your subscription, use my referral code Surana Live. For Iconic also, you can use my referral code Surana Live to get your 10% discount. This 10% discount is only for limited time. Yes, so if you want to take it anytime soon, then go ahead and do it right away, because then it will be 5%. Okay, thank you very much guys. I'll see you again in another half an hour, 8:30 p.m. I'll see you. Until then, keep yourself safe and happy. Good night. Thank you very much.